What is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here. Welcome back to another WWE broadcast. I'm your host, Bruin Steel, and I am once joined by Canadian Yorker, and we are recapping the Monday Night Raw that took place June 24th, 2024, and it took place in Indiana. It took place in Indianapolis, Indiana, and it was announced that exciting news that this Royal Rumble, WrestleMania next year, and I believe SummerSlam will be taking place in Indianapolis. So enjoy. But anyways, Canadian Yorker, how's it going tonight?
Going well tonight. Can't complain. How about yourself?
Good. So as you can tell, guys, we're on Skype. I don't know, but I had some technical difficulty from the last broadcast, so it was really annoying. So we decided to give Skype a try. It's probably trash since Skype is like really, really old. So we'll see what happens. So it is the road to Money in the Bank. So Money in the Bank is actually next week. So next week, next Saturday, July 6th, Money in the Bank will happen. So I know Canadian Yorker was complaining. It's like, why does it like it's like pay per view and then another pay per view as soon as possible. So it's quick. So hopefully next week we have our Money in the Bank prediction video out. I can't wait for Money in the Bank. So many banger matches. Can't wait to share my thoughts. So all right, let's do this. So the shows opens up. By the way, Pat McAfee is out because apparently his father-in-law passed away. So it was just Michael Cole, as well as one half of the WWE World Tag Team Champions, The Miz. So The Miz replacing Pat McAfee on commentary. Um, so to start off the show, we got Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre talking about him beating up CM Punk this past SmackDown on Friday. And basically, Drew McIntyre said that he stole the bracelet that has Larry, which I think is CM Punk's dog. And then he mentions AJ Lee, which is CM Punk's wife. And he said that he's going to qualify for the Money in the Bank and win the Money in the Bank briefcase and cash in the same night to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Um, Drew McIntyre said that he played everyone, thinking that he was gonna quit, but no. I guess that's a. I guess that was a. Detour to go to SmackDown to beat up CM Punk, and that's what he did. So, and Drew McIntyre said that CM Punk made his life a miserable hell, and all he did was to go to SmackDown and make his life miserable as hell by beating him up in his hometown of Chicago. So what are your thoughts on Drew McIntyre's opening segment?
Like I have been saying over the past, every single moment over the past few months, that Drew McIntyre has his points. He has his viewpoints that CM Punk is warranted. That beatdown after costing Drew McIntyre twice his ability to win the World Heavyweight Championship back in May. Um, that's warranted. That's justified. And we can understand his pain. And a lot of us are getting really invested in this storyline. Getting really excited about this storyline because Drew McIntyre, CM Punk don't like each other. And so Drew McIntyre has something that belongs to CM Punk. He insulted CM Punk's dog. He insulted CM Punk's wife. Um, he made CM Punk say he's going to stand as champion and basically have AJ Lee and basically be the person in charge there because he has the thing that is important to CM Punk, and that's his bracelet, that's his connection with his dog, his wife. Here's something. There's two things to never ever insult to a man. You never insult a man's dog, and you never insult a man's family member. And Drew McIntyre has said, I can only take cross the line. Um, but those two areas. So CM Punk is definitely coming to get his revenge. And it's going to be crazy to see if Drew McIntyre gets Oscar another championship opportunity by CM Punk. And you know that old saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, shame all of us. If if CM Punk costs Drew McIntyre a championship opportunity a third time, man, it's going to be wild. People are going to be going crazy. It's, that's that will be crazy to see it happen a third time.
All right, so
That's what I have to say about that.
all right, so moving on, we get to see Chad Gable after people saying that he got shot in the head. Chad Gable is alive and well, so that's funny. They're making a big deal of that. So moving on, we get the first match of the Monday Night Raw. We got Braun Breaker going one-on-one with Ludwig Kaiser, one half of Imperialism. So Braun Breaker is a beast. You know, this match was great. It seems like Ludwig Kaiser had Braun Breaker's numbers. Like, Ludwig Kaiser probably participated in is probably one of the best matches for his career. Because Ludwig Kaiser was taking advantage throughout the match, kind of. But Braun Breaker, excuse me, Braun Breaker came back to play, took advantage, and it was a great match. Like I said, it was looked like Ludwig Kaiser had this match, but Sheamus came out and Ludwig Kaiser was going to probably, I feel like he was going to end Braun Breaker trying to hurt him. But Sheamus intercepts and powerbombs Kaiser through the announce table. Tried to, but then Braun spears them both. So Sheamus returned the favor. You interrupted my match last week. I'll do the same to yours. It looked like Ludwig Kaiser won by disqualification. So Ludwig Kaiser defeats Braun Breaker, but by disqualification. So, what are your thoughts on this match?
I think it's really interesting to see that Sheamus wants a piece of with Kaiser after what Kaiser did to him and Raw. Excuse me. Kaiser tried to end Sheamus's career again, but Sheamus coming for Ludwig Kaiser, what he did. Braun Breaker is getting involved in things that don't concern him, but yet he is, despite the fact that he is, he actually had the crowd in the middle of his hands. And I believe, Braun Breaker is like an in-between face / heel type of person. So, I think a lot of people like Braun Breaker. And so a lot of people want to see Braun Breaker. I see Braun Breaker turning face, helping Sheamus against Kaiser. That would be really interesting scenario seeing with Braun Breaker. Because right now, Braun Breaker is like an in-between type of person. Just like Drew McIntyre. He's an in-between type of person. So a lot of people like Braun Breaker. And I can see Braun Breaker being a face guy, just like Cody in a sense. But he is, really strong and powerful. Like he's sort of like a Hulk Hogan type of guy.
All right, and I noticed that this was a heel versus heel matchup, so it was funny to see that Braun Breaker in this match was kind of like a face. So everyone hates Ludwig Kaiser, so they were cheering Braun Breaker instead. But moving on, we see some backstage segment. We see the Judgment Day playing video games on the PS5, and Dominic Mysterio has a huge plate of chicken nuggets. Apparently, Liv Morgan sent the Judgment Day presents, and Liv Morgan sent Dominic Mysterio a really questionable text. I don't know, that made everyone started to stare at Dominic's phone. So I'm kind of interested to see what Liv sent Dom. It was probably a nude pic or something. I don't know. um, but we have to see what happens. But then Braun Breaker interrupts his Adam Pearce, and then we get it official. Sami Zayn interrupts Braun Breaker, and Sami Zayn said that he wants Braun Breaker at Money in the Bank. So it's official. Sami Zayn will defend the Intercontinental title against Braun Breaker at Money in the Bank. So, oh my God, does that mean Sami Zayn's in trouble? Good luck with that. Oh man. So good luck to you, Sami. That's gonna be a tough one. But moving on to the next match, we got a Money in the Bank qualifying match, women's triple threat match. Kairi Sane versus Lyra Valkyria versus Shayna Baszler. This was a great match. I watched the whole Monday Night Raw. It was awesome. Kairi Sane looking to join Io Sky. Imagine if Kairi Sane did win. They were probably teaming up together, Kairi and Io, so that would have been crazy. But it was a really good match. At one point I think Kairi Sane, I thought Shayna Baszler was gonna win. At one point because she put the Kabuki clutch submission hold on both of them. But then Shayna Baszler, was taken out of the equation, and then it was a reverse pin. Kairi Sane goes for the elbow, but Lyra Valkyria moves out of the way and hits the Nightwing. Lyra Valkyria defeats Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler to move on to the Money in the Bank ladder match. So Lyra is going to Money in the Bank for the ladder match. Oh, imagine if Lyra does win though. Oh my God, that'd be crazy. We'll be looking at Lyra trying to find her first championship in the either SmackDown or Raw. So Lyra defeats Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler by pinfall. What are your thoughts on this match?
Lyra Valkyria is making a lot out of waves. It is amazing to see that he is moving up the ranks so fast, so quickly. She is spoiling. She spoils a lot of. She is spoiling a lot of her fans and fans control. Kairi Sane, if Kairi Sane actually wins Money in the Bank, it would be insane for that to happen. Basically, to see that happen, if Kairi Sane actually moved on to the Money in the Bank match and up that Io Sky, and then Io Sky gets another Money in the Bank opportunity to cash in again. If that happens, that would be crazy. See it happen again. Io get another Money in the Bank contract right there. But Lyra Valkyria definitely is proving herself to be the WWE superstar that she is. The fastest growing WWE superstar that she is. She could have beaten Nia Jax, but Nia Jax was obviously too much for her as the Queen of the Ring tournament. Now Nia Jax is going to be challenging Bayley for the Women's Championship. So it's great to see that Lyra Valkyria is definitely making her moves, making her waves in the WWE on Monday Night Raw. Because I think she's only a first year person right now, first year woman in the WWE, and she is having such a significant impact. That is amazing to see.
Alright, so moving on, we got Liv Morgan coming out and addressing Dominic Mysterio. So she talks about how she got him more gifts and claims that Rhea Ripley never cared for him, and asked Daddy Dom something to come down, and she wants to give him another gift in front of these people. Um, um, but then she gets interrupted by Zelina Vega, and said that she has a gift from every here, and that's shutting up Liv the hell up. She doesn't know why she's obsessed with weird sloppy seconds and Dominic, until the two gets interrupted by um, Dominic Mysterio. Oh, by the way, Zelina Vega challenges Liv Morgan to a title match. Liv Morgan says that she's in the middle of something, so she said, "How about next week?" So that is official. Next week in Boston is going to be Zelina Vega versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Title. So, not really what I expected. I kind of had a feeling that maybe they were going to fight at a pay per view, maybe. I don't know. But no, they're fighting next week on Raw. And then they get interrupted by Dominic Mysterio. Dominic said that he got the gift but did not like them. I don't know about that, Dom. I'm pretty sure you liked them. Um, and then gets in the ring as a sloppy seconds chance. And basically, Rey Mysterio comes out after Zelina Vega and Liv Morgan started to brawl. But then um, Rey Mysterio broke it up by pushing Liv back, and that's when Dominic Mysterio. People say that Dominic Mysterio finally stepped up to Liv Morgan, protected her by pushing his deadbeat dad Rey Mysterio to the floor, and then left the ring, leaving Liv Morgan so happy, my hero, my shining knight in armor. And that's the end of the segment. So, what are your thoughts?
Uh, it's great to see that Dominic, Liv Morgan is finally getting a challenger for her championship, because she hasn't really defended her title that much, and she needs challengers. Rhea Ripley obviously defended the title way more than Liv Morgan has over time. But more women need to be stepping up to challenge Liv Morgan for her championship, and that is happening. He is getting a lot of challenges coming her way, but obviously, she is still the champion. So, but Zelina Vega wants a piece of her, and to get the championship, obviously she's not opportunity to beat Liv Morgan for it, because she could have beat Rhea Ripley. She had the opportunity. She could have beaten Rhea Ripley, but she wasn't able to overpower her. And then Rey Mysterio comes out to stop Morgan and Zelina Vega from attacking each other. But what's crazy to me, that after all this time, Dominic is there, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan is helping Dominic out a lot. He is trying to win his good graces. And when Mysterio comes out to stop, to basically to break up Liv Morgan and Zelina, and he does that. However, this is why I still do not like Dominic Mysterio. He pushes his own father to the ground and leaves, and then leaves and say, he doesn't like his father. He's still calling his deadbeat dad. And honestly, a lot of people still don't like Dominic. This is why WWE hates Dominic Mysterio, because he obviously does not value his father. He does not value his family. He does not like Dominic Mysterio because of what you have done to your father, and you disrespect your father like that. He disrespect his father. This man needs a big giant redemption coming his way. Honestly, one day he hasn't had enough of the beat down that his father gave him. He saw his dad take out his belt and spank him WrestleMania, in front of millions of people, and that was hilarious to see. That was something that was coming, and this man obviously needs a spanking still. Because that was utterly shameful for him to do that. But it's great for Liv Morgan's getting a title shot to Zelina. If Zelina needs some action going forward, and it's interesting to see. I believe that Liv Morgan is weaseling her way into the Judgment Day, and we have been talking about this before. Liv Morgan is going to take over the Judgment Day away from WWE. This is the final test that everyone, all of us has to. Before you just need to take the Judgment Day and become the next women in the Judgment Day. Bye bye, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is now out.
Alright, so moving on to the next match. We got a Money in the Bank qualifying match, men's triple threat. We got Braun Strowman versus Big Bronson Reed versus Chad Gable. So Chad Gable cuts his promo during his entrance saying that, the rumor says the fight was greatly exaggerated. He was bludgeoned and blooded, but he said that Chad Gable cannot be killed. He said that he's going to face two more monsters tonight and win the briefcase and call Master in the Bank. But talking about this match, obviously Judgment Day has anger issues towards Braun Strowman, so they got involved in this match, attacking Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman got attacked by Judgment Day in this match, and then Bronson Reed and Chad Gable. Chad Gable was just like at the beginning of the match, it didn't look good for him. Big Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman going at it. You just got two huge guys going at it. It's fun to watch. But then Chad Gable went up to the top rope, and that's when he got intercepted. Right after that, that's when Braun Strowman got attacked by Judgment Day. And then Big Bronson Reed got distracted. I think Chad on top. I think Braun Strowman took care of Bronson Reed, that he got kind of stunned. But Chad Gable, still on the top rope, was able to hit the diving moonsault on Bronson Reed, and in a shocking turning events, Chad Gable survives, defeating Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed. So Chad Gable has qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Holy moly. So what are your thoughts on this match?
I honestly thought it's going to be interesting. I thought Chad Gable is going to be the one who. Chad Gable is going to be the one that's going to be next. Yeah, he's going to challenge Otis, and he's still going to play mind games with Otis and play mind games with Alpha Academy. However, Alpha Academy and Otis have left the building, so Chad Gable is on his own. Yeah, that's Bronson Reed. I honestly don't know what the WWE is doing with Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed needs some sort of push going forward. Bronson Reed doesn't seem to really be going anywhere much, despite the fact that he is, he's a big guy, he's a tough guy. It was tough for Chad Gable to actually win against Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed because, he tried to slap them both. He failed. It didn't work with them. So it was like getting hit with a fly swatter.
All right.
What else can you do? What else could I say? The Judgment Day obviously got involved to stop Braun Strowman from becoming one of the bank challenger, because if he did, he could definitely challenge Damian for a championship. And that's a big problem for the Judgment Day going forward. So, they had to do what they had to do. But it is what it is.
All right, and right after the match, Chad Gable started to celebrate, but then the lights go down, and it's the arrival of the Wyatts. Chad Gable, one of the victims, gets jumped by Sister Abigail, who shows up, and it freaks Chad Gable, and Chad Gable scurries just in time, and we see Sister Abigail, who is actually Nikki Cross. And we get to see Nikki Cross slowly deliver a mystery package to Michael Cole, and she placed it on the announce table, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And apparently the package is addressed to Matt McAfee, and it's open to be reviewed as a VHS tape, which says "Play Me," which we'll see later on, which was unbelievable. It was a mind-blown tape that we saw. And then Chad Gable tries to reunite with Alpha Academy, but that didn't work out. But then we see Ivy Nile with the Creed brothers asking Chad if he's okay. Oh my God, WWE is still teasing this new faction of the Creed brothers, Chad Gable and Ivy Nile. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Imagine if that faction shows up at Money in the Bank and they help Chad Gable win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Imagine if that's the case. But before we move on, any thoughts about the Nikki Cross setting that tape and whatever?
I mean, it's interesting that Nikki Cross is. We haven't seen much of Nikki Cross, but she's doing her side stuff, picking, leaving the message for Michael Cole to review. Um, and Chad Gable is going to be joining the Creed brothers. Um, so definitely, I see the Creed brothers could be helping out Chad Gable and the bank. That would be interesting to see what's going to happen with Chad and the Creed brothers. Creed brothers actually started out pretty strong as a tag team, and now we're seeing them not uh, as a dominant faction that they are. But I mean, honestly, they gave the Judgment Day a run for their money. They could definitely do it again. Um, it's kind of interesting with them being there. They actually don't need to help Chad Gable. They're capable of doing it themselves.
All right, so moving on to the next match, we got Camden Chance and Kaden Carter versus the women's tag team champions to see what they're made of. We got Unholy Union, Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn, the women's tag team champions in a tag team match. It was a great match. Obviously, this is for those who probably don't know who Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn is, I guess, to see what they're made of. And I can tell you once again, they deserve a push. They deserve everything. I love Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn. They're great. They just didn't do shit when they were on Smackdown. It's about time Triple H gave them a push. But they are a great tag team, and I've been saying that for months, saying that they should have a push. They're a great tag team. They just didn't do anything like that on SmackDown. They were just two freaks. I don't know what they're doing, like scaring people. I don't know, but they're a dangerous tag team. I'm telling you, and they're gonna. I expect a decent run with the titles with Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn. Um, but then it went back and forth. At first, I thought Kenneth Chance and Carter was going to pull the upset with their after party, but no. With a KLR bomb with a reverse STO combination on Chance, the Unholy Union defeats the team of Chance and Carter by pinfall. Like I said, they're a dangerous. They have the tag team skills right there. We didn't see it really on SmackDown. I mean, we did, but we just saw them lose a bunch. But what are your thoughts on this match?
Um, Alba Fire, on it's great to see that they are defending their title. Definitely see more tag team championship defenses. Bianca and Jade definitely carried it for a little while before they got dethroned by Alba Fire and Jade. Um, I would love to see them just focus more on getting the tag team titles back. I mean, they put so much work into it just to give it away, and it's a shame that they're not going for the titles again. But obviously, Fyre and John, you said they a great tag team, and be great to continue to push the championship to higher levels. And I definitely want to see them continue champions because they definitely worked hard to get it, and they definitely win.
All right, so moving on. By the way, post-match damage control attacks attack damage control shows up and attacks both teams. So damage control is still trying to attack people and trying to look strong. So all right, I guess. But excuse me. But moving on, we see Liv Morgan coming out of the Judgment Day clubhouse and in front of Damian Priest, and then it revealed that Finn Balor was with her, and Finn Balor said that it is true to be it is it's not so good to be true. Finn Balor says that Liv Morgan got Dominic Mysterio a match against Rey Mysterio next week, as well as him and TT McDonagh a tag team title match tonight. So that was all Liv. So Liv Morgan still trying to win Judgment Day from Rhea Ripley, actually. So by giving Dom a match against Rey next week, and then giving Finn and JD a title match tonight. Wow, Liv is on fire. I mean, if I was Dom, I would I would tap that ass this early. I wouldn't hesitate. Um, so, um, I mean, yeah. I would go crazy if my girl got me a PS5 and chicken nuggets and a match against. Well, I wouldn't say I'd be happy if I got a match against my father, only if I hated him. But, but moving on to the next segment, we got Damian Priest making his entrance, and he talks about Seth Rollins. He talks about how he saw Seth Rollins' video package, and then Seth Rollins interrupts Damian Priest. They went all in with the bet. Seth Rollins suggested they do some sort of counter bet. Seth Rollins said that, oh, if you, Damian Priest, somehow retain the title, then that means as long as you're champion, then Seth Rollins can't challenge him ever again. That was the bet, and Seth Rollins said that if Seth wins, that means that Damian Priest has to leave the Judgment Day, which Damian Priest eventually said that um, Judgment Day needs him more than he needs the Judgment Day, which made a lot of people say, "Oh, you dumb fucked up right there," and he accepts the agreement. So they shake on it. Gunther comes out and say that the best guy wins. He said whoever wins, I guess he's going to be at SummerSlam. So what are your thoughts on that segment?
First, I just want to address Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan, before Liv Morgan actually met up with the Judgment Day, came out, went to the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan went to go talk to R2. And Liv Morgan happened to get R2 and talk to R2 about getting the title match with Judgment Day. And we're going to discuss it later. But Liv Morgan pulled she tricked it. And now, JD McDonagh and Finn Balor got the opportunity to get the titles back with this dance that happened ready, which is pretty ingenious. I mean, Liv Morgan actually pulled the strings on the two and tricked him and but him and to trick the Miz into getting a title opportunity. I mean, honestly, we never expected that to happen with that. And I do believe that Damian Priest is definitely putting a lot of risk there into basically saying if he loses this title, he has to leave Judgment Day. And if he wins, Seth Rollins will get a title shot. But definitely, when Seth Rollins has those types of matches, Seth Rollins is going to be falling out of the woodwork, basically putting the man everything that he can to win. Damian Priest, I can see Damian Priest continuing to be the World Heavyweight Champion that he is. So he definitely can continue, but for him to do that without talking to Judgment Day is a big problem, like you said. Judgment Day, and I think Judgment Day might be coming to a head right here, and with the police saying the peace are here, but at the same time, they're wanting to sweeping their way in. I definitely see that Liv Morgan is going to be a new member of Judgment Day soon, and that will be wow.
All right, so moving on. This is when I got goosebumps. Michael Cole has finally tracked down the VCR, and the screen has officially showed the Wyatt VHS tape. So we see this tape, and I was looking. I was like, "Oh boy, what the hell is this?" And then we see Uncle Howdy talk for the first time. He said someone if they've been happy, how they've been since the loss, if they felt forgotten. It is revealed that he is talking to Bo Dallas. Like what? And my there's just question marks up in my head when I saw it. It's like, wait, so that means Bo Dallas isn't Uncle Howdy then, or is it still Bo Dallas interviewing himself? Does it somehow it's like a double holographic, maybe something like that? But like, does that mean Bo Dallas isn't Uncle Howdy? What is going on? But talking about this tape, it was basically Uncle Howdy asking Bo Dallas how he felt when his brother died, and that just was like goosebumps. And Bo Dallas said that it was like the most important thing in his life was taken from him, like nothing was ever going to matter again. And then Uncle Howdy asked if exploding his brother's legacy, and Bo Dallas said that he ever wanted his life was to be his like his brother. And I'm like, what am I watching right now? This is crazy. And Bo Dallas said that he looked up to him and wanted to be him, and he worked his entire career to have opportunities to work next to him. Said that they were gonna rule together when they finally make it, and that's just oh my god. And then they just like they were actually sitting in the firehouse playground where Bray Wyatt's old place was. And then it just ends with Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas staring at each other, and I'm like, oh man, this was probably the best segment that Bo Dallas have ever had. But my question still asks: is Bo Dallas Uncle Howdy? If not, who is this Uncle Howdy character? What are your thoughts? I gotta ask you about this. Did you see the tape? Oh no. Did you see the tape?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you. I definitely don't. I don't know. I don't know if Bo Dallas is or not. I don't think we're going to see an unmasking of who. It could be another member that joined the Wyatt family to show that he is Uncle Howdy. However, it could very well be Bo Dallas himself because I know that Bray Wyatt definitely had a bunch of ego to beans and. So if Bo, I think Bo is Uncle Howdy. So we're gonna have to see how things go going forward with him. Howdy.
All right. Oh my God, this Skype is trash. All right. We gotta get going. All right. Next match we got Karrion Cross, part of the Final Testament, going 1-on-1 with Kofi Kingston. It went back and forth. But then on the tripod, Kofi got distracted with Paul Ellard and the Author of Pain attacking Xavier Woods, saying if it's worth it. But then Karrion capitalized with a final prayer. Karrion Cross defeats Kofi Kingston by pitfall, and I gotta tell you, we might be witnessing the downfall of the New Day because I think Xavier Woods tweeted out saying that some changes need to be changed. Like he tweeted out something needs to be changed. So we might actually see the downfall of the New Day. So Karrion Cross did what no one can do before, and it's asked to break up the New Day. So um, if you don't know what I mean, there have been so many superstars in the past that tried to break up the New Day but failed. But now Karrion Cross, I think he's going to be the first superstar to successfully do that. So I think the New Day is going to go to a downfall. Saying that, like I said, Xavier Woods put out a tweet after this match. Changes need to be named. Kind of like Kairi saying, kind of like Io Sky saying that damage control needs to change. So that's oh man. But I don't blame breaking up the New Day. I mean, people are saying that oh, it's not as exciting since Big E was in the group, but I'm not gonna go deep on that. But what are your thoughts on this match?
Yeah. It will be sad. It will be a sad day to see the New Day break up. because they've been such an amazing tag team, powerful base tag team for a while. However, sometimes changes have to be made, and Xavier Woods could definitely turn his heel and join the arc as a plan. So Kofi Kingston just do his singles run, and we're gonna have to see how things go with Kofi and his singles run. So Kofi, that would be Kofi up to definitely take on, think those championships like the U.S. title, the World Heavyweight Championship. We've seen them win it before. Um, so Xavier Woods is the same thing. Um, and I don't know. We're gonna have to see how things go with Kofi and Xavier going forward. That I could see Kofi joining the Prime, joining not the Prime, the Pride. He's definitely joining Bobby Lashley and there, and we'll see how things go with Kofi.
All right, so moving on to the main event, we got Awesome Truth, R-Truth and The Miz defending their titles, their WWE World Tag Team titles, against the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and JD McDonagh. Not going to talk too much about this, saying that Carlito and Dominic Mysterio did interfere in this match as well as Liv Morgan. R-Truth kind of got manipulated by Liv Morgan once again. With the referee distracted, Liv Morgan kind of talked with R-Truth and then hugged him and then hanged his neck over the rope. Finn Balor with a shotgun drop kick. Braun Strowman showed up, by the way. Was pissed off that Judgment Day cost him. But then Finn Balor capitalized with the shotgun to the top rope. Hits the coup de grace on R-Truth, becoming your new WWE World Tag Team Champions. I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed off. I was like, why do they keep feeding the Judgment Day the tag team titles? Like, why? Like, I was like, but Judgment Day, unfortunately, are your new, and especially JD McDonagh. Like, why? By Pitfall. What are your thoughts in this match? This pissed me off, man.
I think it's that Liv Morgan actually stopped uh, R-Truth from capitalizing and actually winning. And if Liv Morgan hadn't done that, she betrayed R-Truth, essentially. Liv Morgan is definitely helping the Judgment Day get back into the saddle that they were in before. To get to be the tag team champions, the big Damian Priest, the World Heavyweight Champion. Um, but what's next? If Dominic Mysterio wins the championship, and I'm talking about if he gets into there's not many championships out there, but if Dominic Mysterio wins another championship and help with Morgan and the Judgment Day, we're gonna see the entire Judgment Day have power like they never had it before, and that's something that we don't want to see. We don't want to see another bloodline happening. Right. Morgan is definitely pulling some strings, make sure things happen, and the Judgment Day is winning her actions.
Alright, so that would do it for our Monday Night Raw broadcast. I'm Bruin Steele, this is Canadian Yorker, and in terms of grading, oh my god, I just really didn't like Judgment Day winning. That was some bullcrap. But I guess it's because it's part of the storyline, whatever. I give this show a I don't even know at this point. That main event pissed me off. I mean, overall, it was a great show. Besides that main event, I'll give this a B minus. What about you?
I would give it a B plus because I believe the show is definitely leading towards bigger things. We're definitely going to see Rhea Ripley return and confront Liv Morgan sometime in the future. She's still be having that shoulder, but she could definitely still join the Judgment Day, show up and be in the backstage segments, but in that action right there. Um, it is unfortunate that he Arch 2 and the Miz lost, and it is unfortunate that happened, and allowing this to happen, but that's the way things go. And Money in the Bank is right around the corner too, so I'm excited to see who's going to be the winner of Money in the Bank, and that's all I got to say about that for tonight.
Alright, so that will do it. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done so, like, subscribe. Check out Canadian Yorker's channel. His YouTube link will be in the description, as well as our wrestling channel, WWE Wrestling Bros. The link will be in the description of this video as well. But my name is Bruin Steele. This is Canadian Yorker, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And we'll see you. We will see you for the next broadcast. See you guys later.
See you